Dad deleted my coding portfolio the night before my dream job interview. Women can't code. Stop embarrassing us, he said. Mom agreed, tech is for real men like your brother. They had no idea what I'd backed up. The blue light from my laptop screen went dark at 11:47 p.m. One moment I was reviewing my portfolio for tomorrow's interview at Technova. The next I was staring at a black screen with a single line of text, system files corrupted, unable to recover data. My hands froze over the keyboard. This couldn't be happening, not tonight, not when I was 12 hours away from the interview. That could change everything. No, I whispered frantically, trying to restart nothing. The laptop was completely wiped. Having trouble, I spun around to find my father standing in my doorway, arms crossed, familiar smirk playing on his lips, the one he wore when he'd won at something. What did you do? My voice came out strangled. Women can't code, he said. Simply stop embarrassing us. I did you a favor. You destroyed my portfolio. 3 years of work, your little hobby projects, he shrugged. Trust me, area. No serious tech company wants to hire a woman who thinks she can play with the boys. You're wasting everyone's time. Mom appeared beside him, nodding approvingly. Tech is for real men like your brother. Maybe now you'll focus on finding a nice marketing job, something appropriate. My brother, Kevin, who had gotten a computer science degree with Dad's full support and a job at a startup that failed within 6 months, who now sold insurance and called himself an entrepreneur, couldn't code a Hello World program if his life depended on it. That portfolio had everything I said, my voice shaking, my machine learning projects, the app with 50,000 downloads, the open source contributions, toys. Dad interrupted. Little girl toys. The interviewer would have laughed you out of the room. I saved you the humiliation. You sabotaged me, parented you. He corrected something I should have done years ago when you started this ridiculous phase. Women in tech are diversity hires, nothing more. You want to be the token female on a team of men who got there on merit. I have merit. I graduated summa cum laude. I won 3 hackathons. Microsoft offered me an internship, but you turned down to chase the startup fantasy. Mom added, see, you make poor decisions protecting you from yourself. They left me there staring at my dead laptop, satisfied they had saved me from my own ambitions. They had no idea what I'd backed up. They were about to learn something about women in tech. We're not just code as problem solvers, and we always have backups. I waited until their bedroom door closed, then pulled out my phone. My hands were steady now, fury replacing despair. 3 years of dealing with their technological sabotage had taught me one thing: never trust a single point of failure. First I logged into my GitHub. Everything was there, every project, every commit, every line of code. They thought they destroyed, version controlled and time stamped. Next, AWS, my deployed applications were still running, metrics still collecting, user data still flowing. The app they called a toy had processed 10,000 transactions just this week. Then Google Drive, screenshots of every achievement, every certificate, every recommendation letter, including the one from Professor Martinez that said I was the most talented programmer he'd taught in 20 years. Finally, the crown jewel, my backup laptop hidden in my friend Keiko's apartment, because I'd learned the hard way that nothing was safe in this house, identical to the one Dad had wiped, updated just yesterday. But I wasn't done. No, they wanted to play dirty. I'd show them what a woman who can code could really do. I opened my security app, the one I built after Dad accidentally deleted my junior year project. For 2 years it had been quietly documenting every login to my devices, every file access, every deletion. There it was, 10:32 p.m., Dad's user account, logging into my laptop using the password he didn't know, he knew. Systematic deletion of directories, installation of a corrupting virus, all logged, all traceable. The best part, keylogger I'd installed on the family computer after Mom lost my scholarship applications. It had captured something beautiful, an email from Dad to his boss, sent from the family computer 3 hours ago. Need to leave early tomorrow for golf, will say I'm in client meetings. Another email from 2 weeks ago, expense report attached for the Vegas conference. He'd actually spent in Atlantic City with his college buddies. One more crown jewel. Don't worry about the Henderson account discrepancies, I'll handle the auditor. I smiled a real smile for the first time all night. See, what my parents didn't understand about coding wasn't just the technical side, it was the mindset. Debugging isn't just about fixing errors, it's about understanding systems. Finding vulnerabilities, exploiting weaknesses, and I just found theirs. I worked through the night not on recovering my portfolio that was already safe. Instead, I built something new, a simple website, clean interface, professional design, just like the portfolio sites they'd expect to see from a real developer. Except this one had a twist. 6 a.m. I sent an email to Dad's entire company directory, CC, the board of directors even included the SEC compliance officer. Subject, System Security Demonstration by Origin. Dear Tech Corp leadership, as an aspiring cybersecurity professional, I've identified several critical vulnerabilities in your corporate security infrastructure. As a demonstration, I've compiled evidence of internal policy violations that your current systems failed to detect. Please find attached documented evidence of expense fraud, time theft and potential financial irregularities within your organization. This information was obtained through publicly available means and basic security oversights. Consider this my application for your cybersecurity internship program. A company that allows such vulnerabilities needs someone who understands how real hackers think. The full report is available at wuruk.com/techcorp vulnerabilities. Best regards Origin. Future Security Engineer. PS Password 123 is not a secure password for executive accounts. Then I got dressed in my best interview outfit, grabbed my backup laptop and headed to the kitchen. Mom was making breakfast, humming smugly. You're up early, she noted, finally realized we were right, ready to apologize, just getting ready for my interview. She laughed, what interview? You have no portfolio, no projects, nothing to show them. We'll see. Dad stormed in 20 minutes later, phone in hand, face purple. What did you do? Demonstrated my coding abilities, I said calmly. You said women can't code. Proved otherwise. You hacked my company email. No, I discovered your password was your birthday. It's not hacking poor security practices. Also, expense fraud is a felony. He was speechless first and Technova called. I added. They saw my website. They are especially interested in my security work. Apparently, they've been looking for someone who thinks outside the box. That's not coding. Mom shrieked. That's social engineering, system analysis, vulnerability assessment, all crucial tech skills. But you wouldn't know that, would you? Since tech is only for real men, take it down. Dad demanded. Now, can't. It's blockchain, verified and distributed across multiple servers, immutable, permanent, kind of like your fraud. I'll sue you. For what reporting crimes? Besides, with what money? Your accounts are probably frozen by now. The SEC works fast when they get gift-wrapped evidence. Kevin chose that moment to walk in still in his pajamas, at 28 years old. That's all the noise about. Your sister destroyed the family, Mom wailed. Your sister demonstrated why companies need ethical hackers, corrected. By the way, Kevin, that dating profile where you claim to be a senior software engineer at Google might want to update that fraud is hereditary. Apparently, my phone buzzed. Technology recruiter. Hello, this is Aria. You saw the website. Thank you. Yes, I can discuss my security findings. Actually, I'm free now. The interview. You want to skip straight to the final round? I'll be there in 30 minutes. I hung up and looked at my family. My father tried to crush my dreams because of my gender. My mother, who'd reinforced every stereotype. My brother, who had been handed everything and done nothing with it. Think you're so smart. Dad hissed, one lucky break doesn't make you a coder. No, I agreed. The recommendation letter from Professor Martinez does the 3 hackathon wins do? The app with 50,000 active users. Does the internship offer from Microsoft that I turned down does? And now the fact that I just exposed a Fortune 500 company's security flaws before breakfast. That definitely does. This isn't over, he threatened. You're right, it's just beginning. Every company you apply to after you're fired, they'll Google you and find my website. Every job Kevin pretends to have, I'll verify. Every lie you tell about me being a diversity hire, I'll counter with facts. Were your parents? No, you're 2 people who share my DNA and tried to sabotage my career. Because you couldn't handle a woman being better at something than your son, I grabbed my backup laptop and headed for the door. Wait, Mom called out, if you get the job, take down the website. I turned back. Women can't code, remember, so obviously I can't code the takedown either. The interview went better than I could have imagined. Not only did they offer me the job, they offered me a senior position. The security demonstration had impressed them, but what sealed it was my actual portfolio, the one Dad thought he destroyed. Most juniors would have panicked. The lead engineer said you turned a malicious attack into an opportunity, kind of thinking we need. Plus. The CEO added, anyone who can build what you built while dealing with that level of family sabotage. That's resilience we want on our team. I accepted on the spot. The salary was double what Kevin had ever made. The benefits included continuing education. The team was 40% women, hardly the boys' club Dad had painted. By the time I got home, the house was in chaos. Dad's company had suspended him pending investigation. Mom's friends had seen the website and were asking questions. Kevin had received a cease and desist from Google about his fake employment claims. Are you happy? Mom demanded. You've ruined everything. I'm ecstatic. I said honestly. I got my dream job at a company that values talent over chromosomes, the boss who sees potential instead of gender. I'm happy. What about family loyalty? What about it? You were loyal to Kevin. You believed in him, supported him, funded him. Where did it get you? Meanwhile, you tried to destroy me and I still succeeded. Maybe you backed the wrong horse. You'll regret this. Dad said quietly, when you're alone with your computers and no family, I'd rather be alone with my computers than surrounded by people who think my gender determines my worth. Pack my things that night? Not much. Most of my important possessions were already at Caicos, another backup plan they'd never suspected. As I left, Kevin stopped me. How did you do it? The website, the security stuff, can you teach me? I almost felt sorry for him. Almost YouTube, I said, Stack Overflow, GitHub, same resources available to everyone. The difference is, I use them, but Dad said women can't. Dad says a lot of things. How many of them have turned out to be true? I left him standing there reconsidering everything. 6 months later, I was leading my own team at Technova Project. We deployed had saved the company millions and prevented security breaches. My portfolio site, The Real One, had become a case study in resilience and digital self-defense. Dad's company had fired him. SEC investigation had uncovered more fraud than even I had found. Mom had to get a job for the first time in her life. Kevin was taking actual coding boot camps, finally learning the skills he pretended to have. They tried to reach out once through my aunt. Family is family, she'd said. They're sorry they got caught, corrected, not sorry. They tried to destroy my career. They've learned their lesson. Do they believe women can code now? Or are they just sorry this particular woman could? She didn't have an answer. The truth is, I don't need their approval anymore. I have colleagues who respect my skills, men who look up to me, young women who have been told they can't code, just like I was, portfolio that speaks louder than any gender assumption. They deleted my files, thinking they were deleting my future. Instead, they taught me the most valuable lesson in tech: always have backups of your files, of your plans, of your worth, and never, ever trust anyone who says women can't code, because we can. We do, and sometimes we code circles around the real men. Chromosomes determine capability. My name is Origin. I'm a senior security engineer at one of the fastest growing tech companies in the world. I've spoken at conferences, contributed to major open source projects and mentor young women in STEM. I can code, deal with it,